Thanks for coming.
Well, now we get a chance to see the girls 1600 on the track. This ought to be really, really interesting, Mike. We've got a lot of experience, and we've got a lot of new up-and-comers that we're going to be hearing a lot of from the next couple of years.
Yeah, including a 7th grader out there, Lauren Perry of Oak Hall. Also a couple 8th graders, Adair Leiden of Westminster Academy. Also Danielle Van Leer of Providence.
And noticeably absent from this field, maybe a little bit of a surprise, or maybe not. Defending state champion Julie Woolrath bypassing the 1600 and concentrating on the 3200. Well, the fastest time in 1A, and probably the favorite going in. She's probably a good 10 seconds better with her PRs than the rest of the field. Stefanie Kurgatt out of Maclay. And the fastest time, regardless of class, in the 1600 for the girls. Having a great season. Lily Williams out of Childs, who will be going off to Vandy next year. So the question is, Mike, how many can we get below 5? The conditions are good. Is it going to be a tactical race, or is it going to be a race that has a lot of front runners that will drag everybody else to a fast time? And we're underway with the girls' 1600-meter run. And we've got a couple of folks that are lagging that they're probably going to not compete in the 1600. And they will come back for some later races as everybody starts to drop on down. On the far outside in the red from Evangelical Christian, that's Sarah Candiano, the freshman. Settling back into third, just off the rail, and now moving up into second. So Bryce Seymour, who I thought may compete in the 1600, looks like she has dropped out. She'll be saving it, one way to put it, for some of the races a little bit later on this evening.
And Bryce, a junior out of Circle Christian.
From Community Christian, Alex Roberts.
So now into second. We had a chance to see her run last week and looked really, really good. That's Claire Schneider out of Tampa Prep with Sarah Candiano just off her right-hand shoulder as they come through right around 75 seconds. So right around 5-minute pace there, Mike. And back in fourth, kind of hanging out right now. You know, she's got a great kick. She probably doesn't need to push the pace if she's not going for a really fast time. Stefanie Kurgatt back in fourth.
Our best seeded time, 5:01:29. Sarah Candiano of Evangelical Christian, only a freshman.
Only a freshman, a lot of guts. Oh, she's so much fun to watch. I fully expect that it's going to come down to probably Candiano and Kurgatt when it's all said and done. And maybe Claire Schneider will be able to hang on. I really like the way that Claire's been running the last couple of weeks.
Again, will the girls who just got medals for the 100-meter dash please return back to the awards podium?
Haven't seen too much of her this year. Caitlin Greenleaf, we'll see if she's down in that field. And there she is right around 5th place right now out of Northside Christian.
Yeah, she had a time of 5:01:95. Another high seed.
Kelly Fahey, Olivia Rogan, Stefanie Kurgatt, Lauren Perry, Sarah Candiano.
So Candiano now into the lead. Kurgatt just hanging off of her right-hand shoulder. And Kelly Fahey from Trinity Prep in third as they come through the half. Right around 2:32, so they've slowed it down just a little bit. Right around 5:04, 5:05 pace. Unless somebody really takes off, we're not going to have a whole bunch of girls that are able to dip below 5. And now we're starting to see some of these runners have to run on the outside into lane 2 and to lane 3 as they start to position themselves 2 1/4 laps in. Kurgatt now in the lead. Nobody can stay with Kurgatt in this race if it comes down to the last 200 meters. She's got great 800-meter speed, defending 800-meter state champion. Now we're starting to see Caitlin Greenleaf move up on the right-hand side from Northside Christian in the third, with Fahey tucked right in between her and Stefanie Kurgatt in second. So a pack of 6 and then 10 meters back to number 7.
Stefanie, a junior out of Maclay, and of course Maclay, one of the teams to beat for the overall state championship.
And Stefanie now starting to take the rail. You know, she was out in lane 1 a little bit, which was maybe opening the door for Candiano. She has now closed that door, and Candiano has to side swipe and go to the far right with a lap to go. 3:49. And there's Caitlin Greenleaf. She is going to keep it close and hope that she has enough left to tackle Stefanie Kurgatt, or at least get enough separation that a kicker like Candiano is not going to come back on her. But Stefanie Kurgatt, 300 meters to go. Back in second, Caitlin Greenleaf, and back in third, Sarah Candiano. Those are your top three, with Kelly Fahey in fourth. Well, there'll be no catching Stefanie Kurgatt from this point with 200 meters to go. It's going to be interesting to see. She's coming back later on for the 800. Does she hold off, or does she go really quick this last 250? You know, we saw her take a look at the clock. She knows where she is out on the track, and she's probably thinking, okay, I've got a pretty decent time going here. Maybe she feels pretty good as she moves out into lane 1 and running really kind of wide here. But a good race for Caitlin Greenleaf out of Northside Christian, the University of Alabama signee. And this is going to be a good finish for Caitlin in second. And Stefanie Kurgatt will go sub-5 and negative for the last 800, right around 4:57.33. Greenleaf in second, Candiano in third at 5:05, Kelly Fahey in fourth. And Kelly gives a fist pump as she comes across, very, very happy.
You mentioned the Alabama signee finishing second, Caitlin Greenleaf of Northside Christian. But Maclay picks up some big points here, thanks to the running of Stefanie Kurgatt. There's a look at our winner.
And she looks pretty good.
Yeah,
you know,
she does.
She went right around 232, 225, thereabouts. Really picking it up that second 800, and she could move whenever she wanted. She had plenty left.